Good morning, students. Welcome to another lecture of your marketing management media planning process. This is the topic of your new lecture, wherein you will be able to understand that what exactly you need to do in order to have a particular kind of media. Media, I have told you many times, or you have been told in the previous lecture also, that it is a kind of a medium which is by the help of which you will be able to actually sell your advertisements to the right consumer in right time. In my upcoming slides, I will be telling you the exact process. Adopting that process, you will be in a position to select the right kind of media for the right type of product. To begin with, let us to begin with the very first component or with the very first aspect of media planning, and that is what exactly do you mean by it? Media planning will include something like newspaper, magazines, websites, televisions, radio stations, outdoor placements in which the paid advertisements are being made at large. The persons responsible for evaluating the many media options and strategizing the campaign to support a particular product is called as the media planner. So, in this particular paragraph, what I try to explain is that mainly if you need to allure your consumers, you have to keep in mind the kind of media or the kind of medium by which you will attract your consumers at large. Like in my previous lectures, also, I have told you that if you are opening a particular gym or you are opening a particular salon or you're opening any kind of a coaching center or something like that, you need to actually publicize that particular thing, and you have to think about the type of consumers, the natures, the attitude and all to decide upon your media. Say if you are opening a gym and you are opening it in an urban area, so now you have to look that whether the area in which you're particular selling your particular product or service like gym and all, are the consumer are in a habit of reading newspapers, or are they are in a habit of watching the ad on the billboards and all, or the signboards and all, or the kind of attitude which they have, and in accordance to that you have to set your media. Then the media planner's job is to develop and coordinate the plan for the particular client advertisement budget. They decide when, where, and how often to the specific ad should be featured. See, in this particular paragraph also and in the previous one, I have told you about a kind of person who is known as a media planner. What does media planner? Media planner is what does media planner exactly do? It is a kind of a person who actually sets up a plan for any advertisement company and all, and it is mostly being adopted by the or is being appointed by the advertising agency. They appoint a media planner who will look that what type of consumer that you need to target, what type of media should is apt for which type of consumer. So it is doing what it is actually doing a kind of a planning activity just to strategize the right kind of media for the right kind of consumer. Next, objectives of media planning. Media planning is an essential part of marketing activities. As a business owner, not only why should you be thinking about your day-to-day plan, but also be thinking about the overreaching your goals from 2019 into the future. So, how you are going to focus on both the long terms and short terms? Media planning is all about the method, or to be specific about in this particular paragraph of mine. What I have suggested is that, see, we all are. This concept has been taken from a particular book and all, in which I have read that if you want to predict your future, You need to decide upon your media plan. See, students, the thing is that uh, there was a book, there was an or there was a book known as India Today and all. So, in one of the article of India Today in 2019, I read a very interesting factor that if you want to jump in your future, or if you want to see the predictability of the product or the future, you need to now decide upon the kind of media which is going to be applicable in the upcoming future and all. See, like, why do we say that in the upcoming scenarios, the digital media or the digital marketing will be of much more use? Because due to the pandemic situation, what has happened? Everyone has locked himself or herself into their homes, and now what they are doing is they are actually creating a goof about it that whatever the selling methodology should be done on online basis and all. So this is going to indirectly or directly make the digital media or your social media a very good basis of your media planning concept. So, if you are opening a particular institute or if you are opening a school in this particular 2020, so in the upcoming parameters of say in your 2021 or 2022, if you want to advertise your particular thing, you need to advertise it by using the social media norms and also the norms of your digital medias. Second point is media planner will first speak with your business leader to understand your key points and objectives. One of the first objective of media planning is to ask the probable questions about your business. What do you offer? Whom are your customers? What their customer motivation seems to be? See, like us on Facebook for a long-term meaningful relationship. Uh, this type of ad, or if you say that okay, like my particular post, if you want to associate with us for a very long period of time, and it is generally being seen that people do so very often. This kind of advertisement or this type of media, the social media advertisement or any of the ads on your say or say the digital platform and all, it is going to create a goof. Goof of what? People will like it, but people will not associate it for a longer period of time. Say, for example, you open a particular coaching center, you are teaching PCM group and all, and now what you're doing is you have made an ad of your PCM coaching and all, and you publish it on your Facebooks, your Twitters, then your Instagrams and all, and now you are telling people to like it. People will like it because they are your friends, or some of them may comment also congratulations and all, but they will not get associated with it. So in order to get associated with that particular product, you first need to have the objectivity of media planning. That is, who are your actual consumers? What do you offer? Say for example, if you are selling a pickle, so your consumer are those people who are in a habit of taking pickle regular on regular basis and all. So it is just a kind of a matter of fact wherein you have been told that the media planner or the person who is actually working on media and all, or is going to think about the media and associated with the kind of product, he is actually doing what? He is analyzing the entire situation in accordance to the advertisement medias and working it according to the company's norms and for the welfare of your consumers. Once the initial fact of finding and discovering the conversation is complete, the media planner will conduct external research. See, the objective of media planning or the media planner are one and the same thing. So don't get confused that okay, this is not the objective of media planning and this is the objective of your media planner and all. Don't get confused with that. The concept of media planning and media planner are one and the same thing. A media planner is a person who is actually conducting the process of media planning. So uh, we are associating a kind of a person with a media planning concept. So what we are doing is, in the next point, it is being said that when you have discovered the complete conversation, you will now do the external research. Our media planner will gather and analyze the insight about marketing regions, research and correct industries and all, to analyze the trends. See, what we are doing is we are now exaggerating on the point that what are the external conditions to which we have to react now. This manner, the analysis is where the marketing meet the intuition and experience. This stage is where our experienced media planner delve into the nuances uh, of their research and audience behavior. See, deciding upon the external parameters, that is going to include the present situation of the market, the computer analysis, it is going to involve a lots and lots of patience, and at the same time it is going to involve the great time of your experience. An experienced media planner will be able to plan the media in accordance to your particular type of consumer, in accordance to their needs, and in the way they they like to communicate it. But the problem with the country is that we are in a habit of see, talking about artisan world, every person is communicating something or the other. So you cannot say that the marketing concept is now being limited, or the artisan concept is being limited to only few people, because in our day-to-day activities we are in a habit of advertising the products so well. Like if we make a video of ours and then we promote it on Facebook, this is also kind of an advertisement. So though you actually do not know that whether or not or how to promote it, but you are doing it. So but if you have taken the help of any kind of media planner or someone like that, the promotion or the subscribers would have been different. So the point is basically that the objective of media plan is to strategize upon your marketing strategy, to define upon the type of objectives of advertisement. Then the external search is going to be made. Then the external search is only being applicable by your efficient and experienced media planners. Media planning versus media buying. See, there are two concepts, students: media planning and media buying. Two of the most important cogs in grand engine of media advertising are media buyers and media planners. Without them, the creative element of media strategy would be left without connection to the actual platform of bellowing the darkness of obscurity, awaying the warm glow of attention of potential leads. See, in your the world of media, or in the world of your media advertising, there are two concepts, that is the media planners and the media buyers. And without this media planning and media buying, the concept of media advertisement cannot go for a very longer period of time. Although they often get lumped together, media planning versus media buying is actually a keenly fought battle, both sides claiming to be the greater importance. In fact, it is probably better to describe the relationship as a symbolic rather than advertiserial, since both of them perform to the best level of the working at tandem. See, media planning, like I have told you, the media planner is doing the concept of actually planning the entire media message in such a manner, or actually planning the entire medium of communicating the message in such a manner that it could be accurately and perfectly should be sent to the right type of consumer at right type of time. So basically what is happening, you are adopting a kind of a methodology wherein the planning process is taken at large, but in media buying, the essentials of buying or the essential components of buying will be taken into considerations. And you can say that each of these two things, the media planning and as well as the media buying, are actually fighting a very tough battle. One way to think of two roles is like a driver and a co-driver setting out on a long distance road trip. See, let us now associate media planning and media buying. with with a driver and a co-driver. Say for example, there is a lorry and there is a driver also and there's a co-driver also. Now, how it will function? Let us go on. The co-driver, that is the media planner, decides best route to take, consider the car capabilities, previous journeys that have been taken, and what they had liked to do along the way. See, then talking about the driver itself, the driver, that is the media buyer, on the other hand, has focus in getting things to all the weapons, the key points, the fuel efficiency, the within set limit, time limit, making adjustment, roads, and all that. See, what is the concept of planning? If you just understand planning in general, planning is actually going to decide upon that whatever we have done in the past and learning from the past experiences, we make the future nuances or we make the future predictions. So, what the co-driver, that is over here, the co-driver is the media planner. What the media planner is doing, media planner is basically planning the activities in such a manner that the actual consumer and the medium which is being set to deliver the kind of message to that particular consumer is of such great type that it could be easily understood by the consumer. Say for example, if you deliver the digital platform, or you deliver or you deliver a message by or your digital media and all in the rural hinterlands where the people do not even know that what is computer and all about, so they will think like it is a kind of picture which is which is a kind of fiction series and all. So it is media planner is actually doing the concept of a co-driver, like judging upon the capability and the utility factor of media. It is going to decide that whether this type of media is applicable for the type of consumers or not. If yes, then we should go for it. If no, then there are other possible situations also. Whereas the driver, that is the media buyer, that means that who is actually going to buy that media. That means that, say for example, if I am a media buyer and I am actually buying the media of newspaper, so now my focus will be on the efficiency of the kind of a you can say the product itself, or within the set timeline only, that whether this particular, say for example, if I choose your paper, your newspaper and all, so whether my ad is in a position to actually deliver it within the time limit or not. If yes, then I can go for it. If no, then I can think of another thing. Now, don't get confused. Let me put it one more time to you all, that a co-driver or a media planner is doing what? Media planner is deciding upon which type of media should it be applicable based upon the past preferences. Say, for example, if I am a media planner and I decide that newspaper, as the company has already published the ad in newspaper and it is going well and it is being circulated at large, so the best option is to go for newspaper. And if I am a media buyer, now I will think that my allocation of money and the market size and the consumer needs is need to be actually ascertained to get the right kind of media for the right type of consumer. This is the basic difference between media planning and media buying. I hope you have got it. Media planning versus media buying. Media planner are one who figure out what media will be most effective platform for a new campaign. They conduct research, figure out the best way to achieve what the client wants, outline the campaign goals, objectives, and set how the budget should be spread across the various platforms. See, all the activities of researching, analyzing, conducting the research of your campaign goal and all, media planning is doing it perfectly. Media planner is actually going to decide upon the kind and the type of consumer who is going to think that. Say for example, let's take an example of if you are a media planner and you want to promote a particular ad, or you want to promote an ad of a restaurant. So you will choose, you can choose your billboard advertising, you can choose your paid advertising on your outward, say for example the balloon advertising and all, by actually promoting the product at large to the consumers. So what it is actually doing is it is actually figuring out the best way to achieve the client wants. Over here, the want of the client, it is need to be ascertained. The need factor is not there, the want factor is there. Role of a media planner: conducting internal market research. This helps them to uncover uh, exactly what the client brand identity is and what is the main proposition or unique selling propositions and all. See, the internal research is being done by the media planner. So there are basically these four differences and five differences between media planning and media buying. And then now we are quickly going to move towards the roles of a media planner. The media planner is doing what? Media planner is searching internally within the uh, client's mentality. It is actually uh, associating the basic proposition of the product or the unique selling proposition of a product with that of the internal image or the internal, you can say, the drive of a consumer. Conducting external market research. This is to assess a lay of land in client particular field. Media planner explore how the brand is currently advertising, what are their competitors are like, and what they are doing is what motivates them, what attracts the target audience, and what are the channel of distributions. See, analyzing upon your internal factors will uncover all the kind of a client brand identity. That means that how the client is going to associate itself towards the particular brand, or in which manner the brand should be sold to to the client so that it can be absorbed directly. But in your external market research, what the media planner is doing is that it is analyzing the competitive analysis or the competitor analysis to get the real flavor of okay, this is the thing which you have to do so that you can get your best product to the best consumers. Setting campaign goals and objectives. See, the objectives and the goals need to be modified. The moment you see that your competitor have changed the methodology, you should be able to adapt that methodology within a day or two, so that the people may not think that you are not using that particular media. Say for example, if your competitor is using the advertising media of your billboards and all, and you are using television, so you need to now cut down your expenses and bring back your particular product towards your this particular, you can say, billboard advertisement and all. Trust and confidence are crucial for the long term relationships. So you can say this media planner is able to create the trust factor of the consumer towards the right kind of media and towards the right type of product. Then uh, media planning versus media buying. One more time. Once the media buyer receives, so it is actually the role of a media planner. Then media buyer, I am actually, what I'm doing is that I am segregating, or I'm creating a difference on the basis of your some points. So this is an objective of media planning, not the media buying. This is an objective of a media planner. Media buying versus media buying, the media planning versus media buying. Another aspect is being said that once the media buyer receives the market strategy from the planner, their goal is to make sure that the campaign features the most appropriate media channel with the greatest cost effectiveness. See, students, what media planning is doing? Media planning is doing the act of the co-driver, like already being told to you. It is telling that okay, these are the consumers and this is a type of medium which you need to actually deliver to the right type of consumer so that you can have more of them and at large. So the best methodology of media buyers is to actually set upon the right type of the medium in such a manner as being suggested by the media planner to get the best and one of the most important results. This is considerably a specialized role, as good media buying requires an immediate understanding of marketing place, nurturing the relationships, and media vendors over the year. For this reason, most often performed by the specialist in the media buying through the buyers and the planners can be integrated under one roof. See, students, the point is that what media planner is doing, media planner is actually creating a plan that okay, this media is very good for you. And what media buyer is doing, media buyer is now from that particular, say for example, if I as a media planner suggest Mr. A that okay, Mr. A, this particular thing, or you can say this particular media of your television and all is very good for you. Now, Mr. A has done what? He has adopted. He is a media buyer. Now, what he will do? He will actually understand that whether the television will be absorbed by the people who are staying in the particular hemispheres in which he is trying to open a particular thing or not. By actually analyzing the market conditions, and that is purely being based upon your experiences. Now, role of a media buyer, that was a role of media planner. Now a role of a media buyer, creating and leveraging contracts. In most of the industry, it can be more about who you know than what you know. The maximum certain applies to media buying. One of the reason why buyers are capable of such great things is rate of interest for clients is because they know right people at right places. See, media planner has told you, okay, selling a particular ad in your newspaper is very, very good. Say, for example, if I am a owner of a sweet shop and I say, okay, and I appoint a media planner and I say that, okay, I want to make my sweet shop popularize. Please help me. He says, okay, okay. What you can do is you can take the methodology of newspaper. I appoint another person, and or if I am having the attribute of media buyer, what I do is I actually now will look for the contacts, or I will look for those people or those newspaper authorities who can actually give me the space in their list. I cannot go directly into the market and say, okay, okay, or I can publish in my newspaper. I want to publish in my newspaper. Okay, I can go to the hawkers and just say that, okay, please publish my ad. This is baseless and this is silly also. So for that, you need to contact to your uh, to the organization and media planner and media buyer. Sorry, media buyers are doing it very perfectly, knowing where the space is and how to get it. See, media buyers are, you can say, they are contractors, particularly the contractors who are creating a space of their particular product to actually tell that okay, this is the space and this is the kind of a media. You can select this space in accordance to the media and work accordingly. Tweaking and perfecting campaign in motion. When the strategy leaves planner's hand, it becomes media buyer's baby. See, uh, it is always said that media planner performs the initial process of telling you, okay, this is the path, this is what you have to do is, and now you have to, and this medium is very very perfect for this particular type of ad. Now, it is the responsibility of media buyer now to judge that whether this ad is in accordance to the particular market condition or not. First point, and the second point is that the media buyer will now actually look for the type of contacts or the type of people who are actually willing to buy this type of media or are capable of giving this type of media. 5 reasons why advertiser need to legitimate or to work upon the particular media plan. Media plan are blueprints of your advertising campaign. Advertisers are full-size relay on media plans for structure to accurately craft reviews and execute marketing tactics. See, the very first reason as to why the advertiser should need to legitimate the media plan and to work upon the media plan is that because it is a blueprint of your advertising message or advertising campaign. You cannot say that okay, I am directly going to promote my particular jam bottle on social media ad that I'm having this particular this Dolly and all, or you can name any of the brand and all. You can say that you need a kind of a blueprint, and to be specific, we can say you need a kind of a blueprint wherein you can actually work upon that. Okay, this is a kind of a media, or this is a kind of a media plan, and in accordance to this particular media and media plan, I will now create my advertising message. Advertising is neither a sprint nor a straight shot from A to B. Missed deadlines, delay in creative, shift in budget or strategy can quickly set off course. Investing the time to create proper media plans ensure you start the journey on right foot, and it should provide the reference to reassess the tactic, adjust, and get the team back track if things go off rail. See, like I have told you that media planner is a co-driver. What is the responsibility of co-driver? Co-driver will tell, okay, this particular path will be able to drive the car or will be able to drive the lorry on the particular direction. Because in past also, what we have done is we have crossed this road many a times, and it's going to create a kind of a path for the you can say the media buyer. Media buyer, like I have told you earlier, also media buyer will now see. Okay, now this is the path, and now I'm going to function in accordance to my car's need and my car's patience and all, and my mileage capacities and all. So it is all about actually bringing on track the advertising campaign that has got derailed from the track. Then good media plan accomplish 5 things: centralized, informed decisions, frame, streamline, and advise. So basically, a particular media plan will centralized upon that. Okay, this is the central theme, and now you need to target your audience accordingly. Advertiser target everyone except me. See, often at times, this particular cartoon of mine is a very, very logical thing, because often at times it is being said that the particular consumer feel that okay, the advertisement is not for me, and I don't want to read it. So now you have to work upon the plan, or you have to create a kind of a message or a medium that is being accepted and that is being applicable to each and every type of a person. Inform, it will create an information. Frame, a framework, or within time limit, or you can say at what time and all. Streamline, the media binds, the reportings, or you can say the channel distributions and all. Advice, it is going to advise the media planner that okay, this is what is the plan all about. Work according to your needs and requirement of the consumers. Centralized media strategies can be complex. To illustrate it further, I have just made the point and clear aspects of it. Centralize, inform, frame, streamline, advise. Now, just to go on with it, if you just want to just make a quick recap of it, media strategies can be complex. It is difficult to stay on top of countless advertisement placement across various outlets. Additionally, information comes in different types. Tracking down the right type of document is cumbersome and force spend valuable time in lowering down the value work. See, centralization is all about that the media strategy should be centralized in such a manner that it can be applicable to all kind of people at one go. Inform, it is going to inform, like you can say that media plans are like the database, like any of the database of media plans is very much useful for containing the right information to the right type of person. So how do you know what to inform will include in your media plan? See, centralization is all about, like in the previous slide also, it is a matrix for easy evaluation and placements. With the help of this particular media plan, you will be able to centralize upon, okay, this is the kind of a media which I should select, and this medium is going to be very much applicable for me. And similarly, information. In the media plan, the information is being said that, okay, if you are going to advertise a particular, say for example, an ad into a newspaper or an ad into a social media site and all. So these are the repercussions and these are the advantages which you're going to have. So the moment you get stuck up, you will have the information, okay, what next, and it will be a kind of a path finder for you. Frame, media planners are great way to show the kind what kind of advertisement results they can expect. See, uh, basically it is a kind of a framework to tell the advertiser, okay, this is the kind of a thing which you will be able to get from your particular advertisement technology or methodology. Streamline. Streamlining means that out of many of the advertisement, by having an appropriate media plan, you will be able to streamline the exact advertisement for exact consumers. Advice: it will be building a flow chart and reconciliation reports and allocation of chart. That why does it actually need to advertise, or what is a need? What is a need? Or it is, or basically to put it another way, the media plan will be able to now create a kind of a factor wherein the advice component is being useful for the purpose of creating an unmatched value for the customers. Five hurdles of media planners. Five hurdles of media planner is that targeting the right type of audience effectively. See, like I have told you that media planners are very much useful for creating the right type of consumer effectively. Say, for example, if you are targeting an audience, or say, for example, if you're targeting an age group of say 25 to 35 or 35 to 40, because it's generally said that the latest age of getting young is 50 years of age in India. By the age of 50, you're still young. So you cannot say that, okay, till 50 years of age, if you are young, you will be able to associate yourself with those apps and all, because after 50 also, or in the age of 60s and 80s also, you will be able to get associated with the app and all. So basically, targeting the right type of audience, and that too effectively, is a very very tedious time. The right buyer for a right type of product and target audience, that whether this means asking the questions commonly arise about the product and convincing a consumer towards it is a really very big task. Staying up to date with the marketing trends, you need only two ingredients. See, basically, today recipe and domestic terrorism. See, basically, this is a kind of an ad in which it is being said that in order to be a terrorist, what you have to what you have to be. I'm not actually promoting any of the illegal activity and all. I'm actually telling you that this is a kind of a thing which is being said that you have to stay up to date with the marketing trends. In this particular cartoon of mine, what I try to communicate is that if you want to uh, this particular person wants to become a terrorist, so he needs to be up to date, and he needs two ingredients, that is the today's recipe or today's thing or today's component, and domestic terrorism. So basically, it is all about that the planner or the media planner needs to be very very peculiar about the recent trends, the recent trends of technology, the recent trends of your say communicational abilities and all, to get the right type of consumer for the right type of products. Overcoming personal biasness. See, you have to think outside the box. The conventional methodology that, like I have always told you, this is the unconventional way of advertising. Say, for example, if you are promoting a candy, you can promote a candy by publishing it directly into the newspaper, or you can make a candy cartoon of it, and you can wear that stuff, create two people wearing that stuff and roaming here and there with that particular cartoon. It is basically a kind of an allurement for not only for the kids, but it is going to be an allurement for the consumers that okay, this is the kind of this brand is also available. And if a candy is giving the ad of candy itself, so it will be a kind of thinking outside the box. You do not have to stick to those traditional media of advertising that you have to advertise by your newspapers, your social medias. There are other ways of advertising also. So you need to other media of advertising. I'm sorry, or other media of advertising also. Managing client expectations. See, client expectations need to be managed at large, and you have to be very very peculiar about your client expectations, because the moment the expectations of client go hayward, you won't be able to move to the further on. Proving and increasing return of investments. See, by the end of the day, whatever you have incurred in your business, that has to be of much use. Your client may be hoping to improve the daily traffic on the app download. So, say for example, if you are promoting an app, so what your client would be looking for that every day, how many downloads are there, or with more advanced tools appearing on the market, there are other methodologies also. So the point is that by the end of the day, if you have spent a certain amount of money in promoting an ad onto a column of a newspaper, are you able to generate sales in accordance to the type of money which you have invested? That has to be that is the main hurdle of every planner, that it is also to be taken into consideration that uh, every every point, at every point, the the minute details, or you can say the minute details of your budget needs to be ascertained in accordance in such a manner that whatever you have invested, you should get somewhere near to that or even more than that if it is possible, and that has to be taken into considerations. Process. Now, talking about the process of media planning, it will particularly involve the kind of a procedure which will involve defining your audiences, define your budget, define your goals, do your required research, use smart tools for planning the expert help, create the right kind of product mix, execute your plans. Then it will be a future of your planning and all. So now there are basically 7 processes of this particular media planning. I have done this just to make you feel that the slide is not big enough. I'm not exaggerating on the point. So the thing is that let us quickly make a recap of what we have read till now. We are now working upon the process of media planning. So the process of media planning will define your audience. The very first step is to define your audience, because the moment you define your audience, you will get okay, these are my targeted audience to whom you need to advertise your product. And you don't have to have a very bright idea for actually targeting your audience. You just need to segregate your market and you will get it. Depending upon the age habits, depending upon the preferences, their thing, having a clear understanding of your targeted audience, you will be able to maximize the return. For example, if you are targeting youngsters, you should have a right choice of Instagram, YouTube, and like and all. So talking about this particular point itself, I mean to say is that if you are targeting your audience, you need to now define that okay, this is a kind of an audience of mine which I will function, and I will function in accordance in such a manner that everything and every element could be made at large to these people. You need to be very very peculiar while actually segregating your audiences and all. Then define a budget. The budget applicability is very very important in media planning process, because you cannot say or you cannot tell a media planner that my budget is very high and I can do it the way you like, because you have to tell the media planner that my budget is very limited, and I now have to cover the masses, and he will accordingly set a kind of a media for you, and then you can actually promote your particular message by having the right type of consumer for right period of time. Define your goals. Defining your goals is one of the most important thing that say for example, if it is imperative to define your goal before you invest into a media plan. Setting your goals means that what you are expecting from the media campaign, whether to create a brand awareness or just a media just a media mix. So basically, your particular media planning or the particular advertisement is going to define your goals. If you are able to define your goals very very perfectly or in a very perfect manner, then you will be able to tell your planner, and he will be able to tell you the right type of media. Because unless and until, say for example, my purpose is to just promote a promotional campaign, or I'm just making a kind of a promotional campaign of save trees and all. So my purpose is to make people aware. So I will tell my planner that my purpose is to make people aware. I'm not selling anything. Do required research. The research needs to be made at large so that you can have the right type of product for the right type of planning and all. Use the smart tools of media planning to take expert advice. You have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based. These five components are to be kept in mind before actually deciding upon the particular type of media. That a media should be specific, it should be measurable, it should be attainable, it should be relevant, and it should be time based. If these five elements are not there, the smart tool of advertisement will not be there, or you will not be able to have that kind of a media which you have chosen for a particular product. Creating the right type of mix. The next step is to create the right type of mix of a media plan. Example of offline media platform are television, newspaper, magazines, billboards, pamphlets, hoardings, etc. Example of online is Facebook's, Instagram, YouTube, promotion through internet and all. So you basically have to now segregate between offline mode and online mode, and have to create a kind of a mix which is being applicable to your particular media in such a manner that people will be able to associate with it. Like I've told you that the youngsters will be attracted towards your YouTube channels more often rather than going for those billboard advertising and all. Execute your plan. Execute your plan once everything is decided, and finally the eighth step is to evaluate your plan. And this is very very important, because if you are not going to evaluate your plan, you won't be able to get that okay, my media is being functioning, and you will be under presumption that my media will be that media is okay, and I'm perfect with it. Future, TV is still very effective tool. Youngster audience are going for online services and all. TV or online is still a question that what is the future media? Future of media planning is just that in the recent trends, TV has or television has created the first how you plan your television and online reach, and secondly how you buy a video reach and all, and thirdly, basically there are particular questions with it. The question the advertiser asks media agency is no longer TV or online. The question is how best to combine TV with online. See, basically, what is happening in the upcoming scenario is that with the advent of this pandemic, everything has changed. Now people are people are unlocking this, the phase of unlock has been started, but still people are aware of the aspect that no, we have to just flow or carry the things online also. So the point is that basically you need to remember that online advertisement needs to be combined with television, because or radio, whatever you want. And the thing is that you have to reach your audience, you have to buy a video reach, and how you meet the efficiency, that is the main question. By shifting your budget to the TV points reach on online, the overall reach can be increased without spending more money. The shift of budget for the last television reach points, video calls and all, can be done through spending more money and all. Alternative use of standard online advertisement will streamline the spot into themselves. So basically, the future of media planning is all in the hands of your online and digital media. And digital marketing components, or you can say the affiliated marketing concept, is another concept of your advertisements and all. And that is not in your syllabus, but I am going to tell you that it is also kind of a component wherein you're actually having the real flavor of what type of consumer or what kind of consumer will you be able to target, and which type of consumer can you actually evade of. How many are those who offer the limitations in the first place? This is the future, and here today in many of the market, we can be 70% of the population online video. See, basically, if you are predicting your future, AI is the new concept, or your artificial intelligence is a new concept. Then the neuro advertising is another concept. So basically, the conceptualization of the world, or you can say that the globalization of the world, has actually made the point that media planning, or the future of media planning, rests and in the hands of the online media, and in the hands of your television and all. Quick recap. So basically, we have done about the media planning, the objectives, the 5 reasons, the hurdles, processes, and the future of media planning. So that was all about my particular presentation of mine of media planning process. To the best of my ability, students, I have tried to work upon that. This is an aspect of your media planning process, and but still, if some points are left, or if some point of time you feel that okay, this point is not clear with you, you can come to me in my cubicle, or you can write a mail to me. You can add me on WhatsApp and communicate to me over there. By clarifying your doubts, you will be able to get more knowledge of this particular subject at much larger point. Because the problem with the people is that people are able to judge their things, but they are not able to relate it. So what I want my student is to actually think it in an applied manner, so that you can have the real touch of the subject. Till my next lecture, thank you.